Hi, I'm Elizabeth Gordon and today is day 7 of my stretch video challenge. I've already shared quite a lot of experiences that I found challenging, starting with my childhood and the impact they had on me. Today I'm going to share about 2 really difficult experiences that came in quick succession, and I'm not quite sure how these are going to come out. It's quite difficult to actually share this, so here goes. The first happened when I was almost 17. I was in a car with my mother and we went out of control going round a bend. She was in a bit of a rush to get home, and that feeling of being helpless and out of control as we hurtled towards a ditch and a bank, and it's like time stands still. You can feel your life flashing in front of you. You really have no idea if you're going to come out of it and whether you'll be injured or what. And that was just really terrible. And then eventually the car comes to a halt and you're trying to think, how do I feel? Where do I feel hurt? Who can help us? This was the days well before mobile phones. We were down a country lane in the middle of nowhere, and eventually I think a passerby came and went and got help, and my father came to help pull the vehicle out. We were very badly bruised. We had whiplash, but thankfully there was no more than that. But I was really fearful about being in a car after that. I really didn't even want to be a passenger. I certainly didn't want to learn to drive. And every time I went somewhere, I was holding onto the seat, braking with my feet. And gradually, though I got a bit more used to it again, I still hated that feeling of being out of control when someone else was driving. I put off my own learning to drive properly for another 10 years after that. I just didn't really want to do it, and I'm fearful if anyone feels they want to mess around in cars, that I can't accept that at all. So that was one very difficult experience. Then another one, I was a very naive and innocent 17-year-old, and I did some work at an exhibition over the summer, and an older man offered to give me a lift home, and it was someone I'd been working with on this job, but he tried to sort of assault me in a way when he was driving me home, and that was like a double fear, the fear of being assaulted and the fear of being trapped in a car, and if I struggled or put up a fight, we'd crash. And thankfully it didn't get any worse than that, but it felt terrifying, and I felt deep shame. I couldn't share that with my parents. I just kept that inside me, and that made me really distrustful of men